Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clarke. Before I get to today's question, if you're enjoying these videos, finding them useful, and of course you are, then I ask you to tap the like button, the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell. That way, with the notification bell, each time a video is released, you'll be notified. That's why they call it a notification bell. Well, you know that. Anyway, today's question. My wife wants a divorce and will not go to counseling. That's not good, obviously. I've made mistakes, he admits, but nothing to get divorced over. Is it okay for me to be angry? It's not only okay to be angry, you need to be angry. There is a time for righteous anger, and this is one of those times. Let me read you the definition of righteous anger, my definition of righteous anger, that's in my book, My Spouse Wants Out, How to Get Angry, Fight Back, and Save Your Marriage. Anger's in the subtitle, so I think it's pretty important. Righteous anger. The biblical, healthy, emotional, and spiritual response to sinful behavior that violates God's word and does significant damage to persons. And look, a spouse who wants a divorce for bogus reasons certainly qualifies in the serious sin behavior category. And so righteous anger needs to be the response. The Bible fully supports righteous anger in these sort of outrageous, sinful behavior categories. We have Jesus and the Pharisees in Matthew 23. He calls them vipers. He calls them hypocrites. They were breaking God's law. Well, guess what? Your spouse is breaking God's law, one of the most important of God's laws in breaking your marriage, which is a sacred relationship. We have Jesus and the money changers in Matthew 21. He was in a righteous rage because these dirt balls were desecrating the temple of God. He cleaned them out. He overturned their tables. He ran them off the temple grounds. Well, your spouse is desecrating your marriage, which is a sacred relationship. Again, righteous anger would be the correct and biblical response, not worldly, biblical. And in Psalm after Psalm after Psalm, we see King David angry at his enemies, expressing anger, rage. They were betraying him, God, his country, Israel. And so, again, righteous anger is appropriate. So in your situation with a spouse who wants out for bogus reasons, yes, you need to be angry. I'll explain how to get angry and the other steps to take to save your marriage and shake your sinning spouse up, including righteous anger, in my book, My Spouse Wants